What's up, guys? It's Cigar Carpenter Mike, and today I will be reviewing the Arturo Fuente Hemingway Sungrown Oscuro. I already have a review for the Hemingway Classic, or the original, the Cameroon wrapper one. I have one for the Hemingway Maduro, and I have one for the Rare Pink in Signature. It was called the Signature series. I reviewed all three of those. I have not had a regular Arturo Fuente Hemingway Sungrown, and I also have not had this Sungrown Oscuro. This Sungrown Oscuro was a release for the TAA shops in 2024, and TAA is the Tobacconist Association of America. There's 80 shops across the country. They collaborate with 40 manufacturers, and they get special releases such as this. This has a cool little footband. I have this in the classic size, which is a 7x46, which is different than the Signature, which is a 6x46. Those are the two sizes made. This has a Habano seed wrapper that is sourced from Oliva tobacco, meaning it likely comes from Ecuador. And that information was from Half Wheel. I mean, I like the original Hemingway. I don't really love the Maduro that's got a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on it, and they tend to be pretty rough to start. And the Rare Pink, just because it's in the same shape, I enjoy sometimes. The Queen of Hearts is good. So we'll see how this Sungrown Oscuro is. This thing is about 12 bucks. Some people cut this tip off and light it. I find that since Fuente does so many of these perfecto shapes, they're really good at rolling them. So you can just light the tip and then you get the experience of like just the wrapper for a little bit there, or mostly just the wrapper. Right off the bat, it's kind of earthy. It's got a little bit of cedar to it. It's got a little bit of saltiness and like a touch of pepper on the palate, but not a whole lot. I think the Retro might have some pepper though. I can see a little mouse hole burning up there just after I talked up how they roll these. We'll see how this goes. The Retro kind of has like a sweet vegetal vibe to it with some pepper. It's like a red pepper. It's not really gritty. The finish is like chalky walnuts. Chalky walnuts and something else. It's like, you know, nutty from the walnut. But then it's almost like coffee and light milk chocolate. I don't know. It's not terrible so far. I will burn through the first third. Hope this burn either, it's like burning up the sides. Probably touch it up there and there. I'll burn through the first third and check back in with an update. But I'm getting to the end of the first third of this Hemingway Sungrown Oscuro. It's burning great. ever since I touched up the 2 edges that didn't quite ignite from the tip. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, on the draw, I've got earthy cedar with a little bit of black pepper, and there's like this sweet floral coffee undertone. It's not super floral. It is pretty sweet though. It's nice. And then on the retro, it's got like a dry vegetal cedar to start, but then there's like this secondary like graham crackery note, which is nice. It's got a little bit of that like cinnamony type spice to it and a nice sweet breadiness. If you blow that retro out of your nose, left lingering on your palate is that graham cracker note. And then there's like a faint raisiny thing going on there. The lingering note after the retro is really nice. And then on the finish, if you take the draw in your mouth and blow the whole thing out of your mouth, it has walnuts up front with lightly salted chocolate. And then on the long finish, that walnuts fade away. And like a little bit of anise and coffee join that chocolatey note. It's pretty good so far. Peter of the Cigar Collective and co-host on Cigars Unbanded with me has said that this thing rocked him with pepper. So I don't know if I'm gonna be hit in the face on the final third with pepper, or if he just got a kind of differently blended one than I did. We'll see, because there's not really that much spice right now. So far, it's a very enjoyable cigar. I will burn through the second third and check back in with an update. All right, I'm getting to the end of the second third of this Hemingway Sungrown Oscuro. The draw has like a earthy cedar with a slight charred note to it, and there's more black pepper than before on that draw. On the retro, there's floral cedar and pepper, but it's not, well, it bites a little bit. It did a couple of draws. A couple of draws it didn't. It kind of goes back and forth, but one of those bit pretty good. If you blow that whole retro out of your nose, left lingering on the palate is like this hard pretzel-like note, and it just kind of lingers. It's pretty nice. And then on the finish, if you take the draw in your mouth and blow the whole thing out of your mouth, there's like earthy, dry, hard pretzels and espresso, which sounds not that great, but I like, like rolled gold hard pretzels, like the sticks. So I enjoy that note. And then on the long finish, like chocolate joins those pretzels, and there's a little bit of red pepper spice like on the back of the palate. So far, this is a very good cigar. We'll see if the final third could suck. Final third could be awful, but I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. I have to think about it a little bit as I smoke it because that hard pretzel note took me a minute to get. I will burn through the final third and check back in with a summary. All right, I'm getting to the end of the final third of this Hemingway Sungrown Oscuro. The draw has like a charred cedar on it with black pepper. It's not like an overpowering char though, it's actually kind of nice. On the retro, it's got like a vegetal black pepper with cedar, and it's kind of stingy, but it's welcome at this point. Kind of reawakens your palate, and if you like pepper, it's nice. After you blow that retro out of your nose, left lingering on your palate is that hard pretzel note from before, and then there's like a slightly metallic tinge to it. It's not super overpowering, but it's definitely there. And then on the finish, if you blow the whole draw out of your mouth, it's walnuts, and then there's like a chalky-like sweetness, which sounds bad, but it's not. It's interesting. And there's a light charred note on that. And then on the long finish, there's that lightly charred note, and then there's like a fudgy-like chocolate that rides out the finish. It's kind of earthy. Overall, this is a really good cigar. I honestly went into this not having high hopes for it. I think I said earlier in the video, I've never had like the regular Hemingway Sungrown before, just never came across it. And I've got my local shop here, Tobacco Grove, is a TAA shop. So they get all of the TAA releases, and I grabbed a couple of these. I think I sent some out to the boys, and then I think I gave my other one I had out in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So I'm kind of bummed because I think this would be an interesting cigar to let sit for a while. Because maybe a little bit of that pepper would die down. Maybe a little bit of those chocolatey notes would come more to the forefront. I don't know. But definitely, if you know of a TAA shop that you can get one of these from, pick it up. Pick up a couple. Smoke one now. Save one for later. I know Peter from the Cigar Collective, I think he got a little bit more pepper on it than I did, or he's more sensitive to pepper or something. It definitely bit at times. There were a couple times when I was like, ooh, after blowing out a retro. But I enjoy that from time to time. I'm not a big pepperhead, but if it's balanced well in a cigar, which I think it is here, it can be quite good. So, I mean, I think I still like the regular Hemingways more than this. But this is a close second because the chocolate notes on this thing are great. So that's about all I got on this one. Grab a couple of them, smoke one now, let some sit. I bet they'll be great when you let them sit. They're great right now. As always, don't forget to check out our Thursday night live stream, Cigars Unbanded. That's a good time. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you want to, check it out over here. There's a subscribe button. I'll have, I don't know, some video over here. And then I'll probably put that Signature Series shootout playlist down here that I was talking about. Thanks for watching.